Dear colleagues, let me start my topic with a small introduce how the today we have information the biggest battles near the between Solidar and Bakhmut. So this is districts centers in the Donetsk Oblast. Donetsk, Ukraine, and it is important for the self-claim of Jesus. Russian Donetsk Oblast for the to take this is settlement points due to that this is allows to the who take the former Ukraine's Donetsk Oblast, Donetsk and Luhansk Oblast. So in the Donetsk and Luhansk Oblast will be who under the ZN forces. Occupied will be that occupied forces, and I think the second referendum about to join Russia with the self-claimed republic won't. Jesus, certainly, I will continue the Ukraine topic. Certainly, the discuss all media of the world, including Russia, Russian media about the supplies the heavy military techniques into Ukraine, the Challengers tanks and Poland Leopard the second, and then it's very interesting how the Russia will be go to the economy, will be reconstruction in the military railway. So the issue of the military productive also the part of the GDP. But but it's very interesting at the trend when 10 years ago, for example, 10 years ago, Russian budget had one third part for the social safety, spend money, but right now only 25% expenditures for the social safety, about 7 trillion rubles. This is 1 trillion US dollars. Oh Jesus, 100 billion dollars only. So this is a trend very sadly, and certainly all military power recognized that the battle with Ukraine war will be a long and very long. Jesus, and the last regroups a new nominee in the leaderships of the military power in Russia in the Ukraine direction shows this is confident and approve this this sentences above, and Jesus, and certainly additional tension in the Ukraine and Russia military relationship will be the presence in Belarus, Russian ground forces, Earth aviation, and others. And certainly, and here, as I told lot times, the significance of the Belarusian patriots, Tikhanovskaya Latuvka, in the north territory of Ukraine, also in the Donbass direction, maybe very actually. So it's very certainly, but it's very it's actually due to this is the forces maybe have a weapon only native weapons. Jesus, and certainly not amazing how the everyday Arbatska Square had a message about the quantity of the fell downs Ukraine airplanes, jets, jet fighters, drones, tanks. Last data of the General Konashenkov, 300 jets, military jets, felled by the Russian forces, and 200 helicopters, and 7.5 tanks and another armored vehicles were destroyed by the Russian forces in Ukraine. And here, but certainly we have a big controversy between Russian officials, military power, and Wagner companies and Wagner's companies. So that is seriously problem, and maybe the last point in the career in the upstairs of the Mr. Prigozhin. And this is another side. This is one side. Another side, those according to the polls, all countries in Europe, population of these countries, of countries from Europe, more than 50% endorsement the help to the Ukraine, especially in this is improving of population in the UK, North countries, but less than the 50% had and Hungary, Greece, and Bulgaria. So certainly the economical situation in these countries is not very good. And during winter is certainly not very big interesting the population of the countries who have income mostly by the agriculture. Jesus. For the second part of my topic, today Russia have celebration of the Russian prosecurity. This is important story of the Russian enforcement. This is the one of the independent organ, and not only have own place in the structure of the Russian enforcement, and so the situation in the interpolicy have been changed, not only due to the Ukraine story, but the reconstruction, not reconstruction, transformation of the economy, and not amazing how the Valentina Matvienko, Speaker of the Senate, Russian Senate, claimed to defend the right of the mobilized people. But also the defense right the lot children families. Here we have this is a claim allows to the to think how the Russian establishment have two defenses position. The first with Ukraine, and in Ukraine, and the social safety. And totally Russian prosecurity, I think, as the independence organ, must be to create analytical material for the for the establishment for the power. That's another story. The another organs have own own life, and even the in Russian constitution, the party, political party, who win the parliament election, have a possibility to formation of the government. Apparently, internal foreign affairs, also the prosecurity, and central bank and military affairs. So Arbatskaya, Smolenskaya, and Kaluzhskaya Oblast have not play game in the story. So president and with the Security Council have more responsibility for the coordination this organs, and totally all of them have independence out of the civil society. The second part of my topic will be the some economists in the as said name Putin Anglo-Saxon species. Only the Soil Braverman, the internal ministers of the government, His Majestic, published the secret report about the gold visas for the foreign citizens who want the temporal permanent living life in the UK, According to this bill, accepted in the 2008, so Brahman, oh Jesus, according to the bill, foreign candidate can do the invest in the UK £2 million, about the 2.5 million US dollars, and get the gold visas for the living in the UK. And Brahman and government of the under the leadership Rishi Sunak have not planned to change or cancel this law. According to this law, the 10 million who pretended candidate who can to invest in the UK economy, 10 million will get rather than citizenship during the after the 10 year, 2 year, not 5, as in previous occasion. So the and certainly the office of the soil Brahman found the corruption and the laundering money in this bill accepted, and this is a small and the special commission found small data about it, but for the our very interesting 12,000 application, UK governments to see so and 2.5 thousand application was from Russia. So it's very interesting. Essere Italian interessante. And so the UK, London, very interesting for field for the investment. Russia and I one day I fly into the UK with the Russian citizenships from Ryazan or Tula, maybe Penza or Tambov. They have relatives in UK who book the small hotel, and so consequently had a business, the family business, the small hotel that for the 10 or 12 to 25 rooms with the parking, and so this is a family hotel with a small cafe and others. Jesus, and then across Atlantic Ocean, the November December shows in the United States they felt prices. Felt prices, and another story. The felt prices shows the decreasing the potential of the social tension. And so this situation are weakening of the opposition, the development of opposition. Thanks the policy of government and US Fed, the fell down prices allows to the Biden-Harris administration as a leadership over them to take the win, maybe 50-50, don't to lose the control of in the US Congress. So this is a political result, and totally this is situation allows very confidence. Joe Biden had one of the first trip into the Mexico throughout the El Paso. But another part of the message of the voice of America, the very interesting the record data how the if you remember in the summer Joe Biden told about the biggest inflation data during the last 40 years, but last 40 years in the United States had biggest of the prices, inflation, and the tempo of the price consumers. And this is the price consumers, the last data felt. And another story is very interesting how the United States have almost the full employers, full employers. This is the data in the 3.5% right now. This is another record. For 53 years, the United States have not. This is the data. The first time this result was achieved in the autumn before the midterm elections, and the keeping of this situation allows despite that this is the data is very pleasure for the White House. This is very tension in the market. And since economical story side of this problem, I must tell how the employers must be to improve the salary of own staff. It's very simply the deficit of the labor forces to do is doing expensive for the working, for the jobs. And another thing, the last the topic of today. Oh, Jesus. Okay, this is a conclusion. I'm sorry, I forget about it. Um, Thank you. Bye. I need to close my topic today.